I operate a janitorial business specializing in cleaning office buildings for mid to large-sized companies. Our shifts usually start at 6 p.m. on weekdays. One particular evening, I arrived at the scheduled office building around 6:30 p.m., punched in the keypad passcode, geared up with my equipment, and locked the doors behind me. The building, though smaller than most, had an eerie aura to it, especially as dusk settled in. As I began my routine cleaning on the second floor, I couldn't shake off a strange feeling in the air. The streets surrounding the building were deserted, yet 2 cars parked in the back parking lot caught my attention. One of the cars suddenly flickered its headlights, then went dark again. It was an odd sight, given the late hour and the supposed emptiness of the area. Throughout my cleaning, I kept glancing out the windows, trying to make sense of the parked car's presence, but nothing seemed amiss. After finishing up on the second floor, I proceeded to the first floor. This time, when I went out to dispose of the trash, I noticed a single light flickering on in one of the cars. Before I could comprehend what was happening, the light vanished, sending shivers down my spine. With growing unease, I hastened to complete my work, wrapping up the first floor by 11 p.m. Much quicker than usual. All that remained was the small basement level. As I descended into the dimly lit basement, the air grew heavier, and the atmosphere became stifling. Suddenly, a thunderous thud reverberated through the building, followed by hushed voices echoing down from above. I froze in place, my heart pounding in my chest. It was as if the very walls were whispering secrets of impending doom. With trembling hands, I reached for my phone and dialed 911, seeking solace in the voice of the emergency dispatcher. As I cowered in the shadows of the basement, the voices grew louder, drawing nearer with each passing moment. The footsteps of the intruders echoed ominously, their presence looming over me like a specter of death. Panic surged through my veins as I braced myself for the inevitable confrontation. Then, just as suddenly as they had appeared, the voices ceased, replaced by the distant wail of sirens approaching. With bated breath, I waited for the authorities to arrive, praying for salvation from the encroaching darkness. When the officers finally descended into the basement, I felt a wave of relief wash over me. The 2 suspects were swiftly apprehended, their sinister plans foiled by the timely intervention of law enforcement. As they were led away in handcuffs, I couldn't help but wonder what malevolent force had driven them to such desperate measures. Though the ordeal had ended, the shadows of that fateful night continued to haunt me, casting doubt upon the very fabric of my reality. In the end, I realized that some nightmares never truly fade away, they merely lie dormant, waiting to be awakened once more.